Good morning, everybody. We are just getting kind of set up just a little bit early, and we'll be kicking off just a few minutes. See, you've already got the Drawn Company and Mr. Brakeman up here.
Yo.
Waiting on, hey. And we're just waiting on, I think, the Waffles Kitty, and then we will kick this right off. Morning, Totten, Derek, Bakes, and one of the listeners showing up. Oh, there's a familiar name, Randman. I remember them for the last NFTopia. Wolves, welcome. Carly, morning.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the space.
The space to end all spaces.
This is the space at the half part of the metaverse.
Yeah.
Let me throw an invite over to Waffles.
Come on, Waffles she can't rug us. So go on, give us an emote if you're excited for NFTopia at the weekend. I'm going to do one because I'm excited. Tommy's excited. Whoop. Wax Melt Club's excited. It's going to be big.
Start prepping up those questions. We're here to answer them. We got a whole bunch to cover over here.
Yeah. I'm having a whole conversation with you guys when my mic's muted.
Oh.
I think that's Waffles.
We have,
okay. Maybe you have the right account up here now, right?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, it's Waffles.
Well, hell yeah. All right. Bitchin'. All right. Cool. Let's kick this off, shall we? This might be a little bit longer than normal. Our spaces usually last an hour, but I wanted to allow a little bit extra time for all the NFTopia folks. I might have some questions, and I know there's a lot of info in here that I want to cover. So with that, welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We're recording. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Wax family. It is that time again. Another season has passed us by, and we are well into the summer months up here in the north. What does that mean? New season, new NFTopia convention. I'm Tommy from Wax, and today I'll be welcoming up on the stage 3 of the pillars of NFTopia itself. We have Brakeman, the Waffles Kitty, and Drawn Company. Now, I think almost everybody that's here is already well aware of who these folks are, so let me just give a brief, short background as a means of introductions for each of our guests. So, ladies first, Waffles Kitty is the founder of NFTopia and also co-director for the U.S. Esports Association. Chances are you already know her, as she's no stranger in the Wax community. Waffles has also been working diligently in dropping her own NFT collections through NFT Hive when she isn't building the Metaverse convention herself. Waffles, it is great to have you back on Wax Wednesday.
Likewise.
Right. Next on stage, we have Brakeman himself. Brakeman is the popular host and streamer of Consumer Break, the Twitch TV channel, hosting regular interviews as well as creating the fun downloadable app highlighting recent collections via a fast-paced jigsaw puzzle gameplay. He is also the creator of the Consumer Break Wax collection featuring hybrid creature trading cards and is gearing up to release 2 more puzzle game apps, Student Break and Bible Break, coming to an app store near you. Brakeman, welcome back to Wax Wednesday. It's good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Awesome. Me too. And finally, we have on stage the office manager from the start of the metaverse, Funny NFT Guy. If you've been hanging out and about from the Wax ecosystem long enough, you've likely encountered some of the hilarious NFTs outlining the debacles within that office at the start of the metaverse. And coming very soon to a blockchain near you this Friday at NFTopia will be some OG Karen PFP action figures. So if you like hamburgers and you're a warrior princess, come with me now and welcome Drawn Company to Wax Wednesday. Welcome.
What an intro. That's why we come here. We come here just for the intros. Phenomenal scenes. Thank you. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you all. Thank you. Welcome all of you for joining today. Now, it's been 3 months to the day, I think, since we had our last NFTopia space in April. I'm thrilled to have y'all come back, and I'm excited to host Drunk Company as well in this Wax Wednesday space. I don't think they were able to join us last time. I forget. But I'm excited to have you here now. Now, I'm ready to learn more about NFTopia 3 and then share us more of these details. So Breakman Waffles, Drunk Company, let's get to it. We'll start off first. I think almost everyone here kind of knows the origin of NFTopia, how it spawned like a phoenix from the ashes of the Splinterlands DigiCon conferences that we were having previously. So I don't want to dwell too much on here for too long. I want to kind of focus on the most recent event and ask about that before we get into NFTopia 3. But before I get into that, this is for any three of you, excuse me. What is it that NFTopia brings to the community that wasn't really a focus prior to this year?
I think reaching like the smaller creators, giving them a platform for them to kind of shine was probably the main thing that we wanted to kind of tackle. Back when we hosted DigiCon, it was more with partners of Splinterlands, and then also kind of eventually it grew into reaching out with other different blockchains and just making it more inclusive. And then as it kind of became more of that direction, being more inclusive to other blockchains and also to other creators. That's why we presented opportunities for smaller creators to have a space in the event.
Yeah, I'd like to add on to that. We're adding a lot of education to that too, with small creators, with the school that we're putting on, and helping creators exhibit and kind of navigate their collection, and just the engaging events all around. I think what we're putting on now is something the Wax community is really looking forward to, hanging out with people and doing all these exclusive drops and giveaways, all these different things we're doing.
Perfect. Yeah, I think the dedication y'all have shown to kind of championing the smaller collections is really paying off. When you go into the main halls and you see all of the different stuff, it's sometimes it can be a little overwhelming if you don't know where to go first. But I love seeing all of the different projects all coming together and being able to chat and chit chat with each other. So let's talk a little bit about the last convention. So how was the April event? Any were there any standout moments or any highlights or fond memories from April? And I'll start with Drawn this time.
Well, it's just, for me, the event's built and built and built since Waffles was running DigiCon. It's as simple as that. It gets better every time, and every time that I'm there, I learn something as a creator. I learn something as a collector as well, and then that informs my approach sort of next time. But as regards to sort of like the event itself, it's just great because we're constantly learning. We're not afraid to make mistakes. Sometimes we make mistakes. We don't make many, but it's all about taking that learning and sort of like building on it. And that, this is a testament to NFTopia 3 is a testament to both Waffles and Breakman. Really, I'm just here to look sexy. I don't do any of the heavy lifting. They are like machines, both of them, 24 hours a day. We salute you. And for me, it sort of speaks for itself. I think we had 50 booths last time, and this time we're at 80 now, which is just phenomenal on every level. And yeah, it's great, and it's unique as well. I don't see other blockchains doing this, and I definitely don't see other blockchains doing this as a community-led initiative.
Yeah, for sure. In January, we had around 40 booths participating. In April, we had about 50, and now we're at 80. We've yet to see how many attendees come. In April, I'd say all those events that we had were also very fun for the community. A lot of people hung out the entire weekend, 14-hour days for 3 days in a row. A lot of the things we're bringing back, which we'll cover here in the rest of the space, but also we have made a few changes and additions or just tweaks and things that came from feedback. And I think that's going to also be really awesome. We're excited to see how that works out and shapes the future ones too.
I don't know if anyone here in this space remembers, but Breakman allowed us to sing in the party room. So we got to do some karaoke, and that was super fun for me.
Beautiful. I think one of the things I remember the most was your hype train and visiting all of the different booths with as a group. It was kind of fun. It was the 14-hour days, Breakman. That was a testament to you. You were pulling hours, bro.
Pulling hours.
He's a beast.
That's right.
A beast.
A beast is a perfect way to describe it.
Are we ready to do it again, everybody? Because some of these people down below following right along with me. So we got 50, 60, 70 hours in a weekend.
Hey, Breakman, you had mentioned kind of tweaks and stuff, and so I wanted to ask, what did you gain from the April convention from like maybe an operational standpoint to better position NFTopia 3 here in July?
Well, for one, coordinating everything is a monstrous task. As you can imagine, we're independents. We're not staffed like DigiCon used to be. So it's just a matter of getting it done, reaching out to everybody, and getting all the details out, getting the info for them, getting it all sorted. So, and that's happening again, and we're doing it again. I'm really glad that we have this kind of network in Wax. It's pretty kind of tight knit in creators, and a lot of us know each other. I'm able to DM 100 Wax fam, and a lot of them will jump right on right away, and so forth. Or if we want artists, we can just DM a bunch of artists, and next thing you know, we have a big collab. We have numerous ones this weekend. Some things that we got from feedback that are changing is those 14-hour days. That's changing a little bit. The hype train is actually still happening, but we'll also have social blocks, and you can look at the schedule now too. It's all on the inverse site, bit.ly/NFTopia3. That's how you can register and enter. That's also where you'll see us schedule now. And during those 3-hour social blocks, the hype train ends, and I put the stream away, and I become one of you guys, and we're gonna just peruse the entire place, and hopefully our 80 exhibitors will be out and about at their place doing their own events, and free for all. And then also there'll be a few more shows added this weekend too, so we can jump into more of those details too. But that's how, like, the karaoke that Waffles Kitty just mentioned, that morphed into a whole talent show now with contestants and prizes and different things like that. So it just comes from how these events go. There's only been 2 of them so far. This is the 3rd one, and what people say about it afterward and how we improve it. It's all about what everybody wants to do. It's what we'll do.
Yeah, it was that sort of reaching out to everybody. So we had lots of feedback initially from collectors, which we were able to look at and make sense of, because we'd asked some sort of like satisfaction questions. But also, before we started designing, and I talk about this in NFTopia School, we really spent some time just exploring. So we talked to key people in the space to understand what they thought. We talked to other creators to understand what they thought worked, what didn't work, what we could do better. And that's a great way to go about things. And we're not going to stop doing that. You know, we'll be doing exactly the same thing after this one. Consumer Break and Waffles just giving a collective sigh there, as I say, and we'll be exploiting our data as well to better understand what's going on.
I'm excited that y'all are leading right into my next question. I'm gonna ask, like, what can we kind of expect? Maybe hello, can you hear me?
I can hear him.
Okay, all right, cool.
Breakman,
Sorry, I don't know where I cut off. I can hear you, Waffles.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Sorry, here we go. Sorry, just making sure. Okay, I'm talking again. I was just checking. I was trying not to sneeze. All right, so let me ask you this. So the next kind of focus, I want to know, like, what is like kind of a high level, what can we kind of expect to see this weekend? You know, you kind of mentioned the talent show, which I think I'm really excited about, and I have some more questions for that later. what can we expect to see? What's going to be held at NFTs? You mentioned booths, hype train, social hour, talent show, more speaker. I think you said shows. Did you like keynote speakers? Give me the details. I'll stop talking now.
Sure. Yeah, I started the highlights. So again, if you can check out the full hourly schedule going on the site, but it'll start out with the hype train AMA streams. Will bounce booth to booth every hour. One kind of tweak from last time also is we used to do it every hour and then kind of just change and move over to the booths. Now we have an official moving time. So the AMA event is actually 45 minutes. We'll end it with one of our collab piece drops. They're going to be map piece drops this time. You'll be collecting them to make your full treasure map, which is an absolutely amazing collab blend that is happening. There's 20 different collections. They each made a custom art piece. They look amazing. And then that'll happen hourly through different streams. Most of them are my stream. There's a few other ones. We'll raid into each other each time. And after the map piece drop happens, there's 15 minutes where we'll take a little breather and take the time to move to the next space, get set up, and then start right on the hour. So you could take a few minute break at that time, go right back there on the hour and get set to go. Then we'll have the social blocks, like I mentioned, where we just go all over, and hopefully that'll be amazing and see a bunch more streamers run around too. The talent show will be Friday and Saturday night. Both nights in the party room, different contestants each time. We've got singers, we got a magic show, guitar players, different things, and there will be an audience vote and a judges vote. The judges it's just a select panel, which will be announced, and also the audience. You will both get a Google form to decide your rating 1 through 5 on a few different things for each person. So it won't be a vote of your favorite across the performers. It'll be like a rating scale with points, and then those points will all be tallied up and everything figured out and announced at the end of the weekend on Sunday night at the fishing pond. So Friday night, Saturday night is talent shows. Sunday night is fishing pond final hangout. And then Saturday also, yes, we have the main stage, which is the same thing that we had in previous events. This time we'll have keynote speakers, a few of them. Sune Valen Velum is talking about her experience at San Diego Comic-Con she just had. Drawing company Broken Dolls, they're going to be talking about their upcoming Comic-Con that they're going to. And then we have some actual panel speakers. There'll be Web3 law and Web3 gaming with a few different people in each one of those. So very interesting topics, not just project-based, things you can actually come and learn about. Then the social block again on Saturday, the talent show, and then Sunday, a bit different as well. It's going to be some rapid fire AMAs. Instead of the 45-minute ones, they're 20 minutes long. They came in with different packages. The projects chose which package they wanted, and this is kind of just a quicker deal to go through them in 20 minutes, and they're all in the same hall. So we're just skipping from one booth to the next like neighbors, and that's what Sunday will be about. And then also in the middle of Sunday is Blue Dragon AO's game show.
I'm so excited for that.
Devil's Advocate. So that's a show that's part of it as well. I will be the contestant along with Valorant Vellum and Brick Society, and we'll be defending weird topics and streaming on his BD's channel as well. So everyone tune into all this stuff. It's going to be a crazy, crazy time. And that's just going through the schedule. That's not even going through activities and things you can do. Want to add anything more?
It's jam packed. We have so many things going on, and not only this is just us explaining the NFTopia programming. This doesn't even include the different events that other exhibitors will be hosting too. So that's more to look at.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of exclusive drops. We're actually going to have a booth showcasing all the drops. We're compiling them right now. Some of them are special collab drops with the NFTopia logos. Some of them collab with each other, different projects. Some of them are just special drops of their own, like Drawing Company. Here's one of them. The swag bounty block giveaway is coming back. We got tons and tons of prizes already donated and splitting it up and getting that set up. So you'll be able to enter that by holding NFTs and doing the social things. And even more. There's more than that too. Keeps on going.
It's going to be a jam-packed weekend to be sure. Waffles, you said you were really looking forward to the BD Blue Dragons.
Another addition to the
Oh,
treasure map land. Were you muted and
oh,
talking?
Tommy was saying something. Brickman.
Can you not hear
I'm
me,
not
Brenton?
hearing Tommy at all.
Can you hear me?
Oh, no.
Fabulous.
Yeah, he's talking right now.
What about now? Maybe if I unplug my phone.
Oh, no, he's not coming through my.
I'm sorry,
Sorry.
Brickman. Maybe
So
rejoin.
sorry about that.
Maybe you can rejoin if someone wants a tab in that.
Try rejoin.
But Waffles, you were saying that you were really excited about Blue Dragons Devil's Advocate. Is there well, my next question was going to be for consumer if he's anything that he's really excited about, but we can come back to him. I had heard something about some kind of festival coming up. Drawn, you know, like
I didn't know until John and Rick mentioned.
I was hearing little rumors about something coming up, and I was told like, hey, this is maybe I should ask you about this. What's this festival you can tell me about?
So the story behind this is that before we talk to all the key people on Wax, I turned around to Breakman and I turned around to Waffles and said, we need a fire festival. And everyone's like, what's Fire Festival? And I don't know if you know what the Fire Festival is, but the Fire Festival was a guy and he went around and he got loads of influencers on board and he promised them the best rock festival that has ever been created, right? And what he did was he ended up sending people to a tropical island and there was nothing. He took everybody's money. So we promise you, right, that our Fire Festival, you're not going to end up on a tropical island with no food, and we're not going to put you in a refugee tent, but we are going to introduce you to some new NFTs. And the reason for me introducing it like that is that that's something we've never done as NFTopia. We've never used a space like this and said, come on, right, let's give you the lineup. So here we go, right, people, with no further delay. This is just the confirmed drops that we have for the weekend. So I'll go first. Drawn Company, it's AAA Wax Friday. I've got two AAAs back to back, 1900 hours and 1940. It's probably collection suicide, but I don't care. It's fun. Let's have a go. Consumer Break's got an exclusive drop going on. We've got the NFTopia drops, which the guys have already talked about. We've got the Waffles Kitty in the house. You'll be able to pick up some new Waffles Kitty NFTs. We've got Axic NFTs doing an exclusive drop. NFX Creations. We've got Futures Relic. We've got Fist Spatial. And we've got loads of support from other artists as well. You know, the guys from Goparel with their Wax Wolves. They've already sent 100 NFTs to the swag pool, which is really exciting. So we'll talk about the swag pool a bit later on. We've got Wax Hispano. They're doing something as well. So it's a pretty busy lineup. I'm sure you'll agree, right? Until I give you the headliners, people. Now, this is not common knowledge, right? But we have two mothers of exclusives at the weekend, right? We have got the one and only Senor Lupe doing an exclusive just for NFTopia this Saturday, and that is hot off the press, right? So we are really excited about that. Like in QVC, I don't want to just sell you that. I want to sell you this. Lembus, the one and only Lembus and his Succubi cult. He'll be bringing them to NFTopia, and he will be doing an exclusive drop just for people who are visiting our convention at the weekend. People, that is the Fire Festival pitch, and I promise you, we're not going to Tropical Island. We will feed. Well, no, we won't feed you because it's Web3, and we won't put you in a tent to sleep. So there we go. It's going to be huge.
Plus, it's free. It's free to attend.
Yeah, the tents would be cool.
We do have burgers and things in the picnic area, though.
Well, last time Nuno, or even at previous DigiCons, Nuno and I would be like, yeah, we're setting up tent here because we're literally like here all day.
You can bring your own tent. That way where we say. So if you want to camp out for NFTopia, so long as you've got a stable Wi-Fi connection, you can enter the metaverse. Just spoil yourself. I'm going to shut up now.
But I think I said it like too fast because I know I mumble and I'm just excited. But I said you can attend for free, but I didn't think you'd say tent. I was like, what?
This is great, isn't it? This is great. I love it. Yes, you can attend for free, and you can do it in a tent. And there we go. We'll leave that behind. It's free to enter. Lol.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, for all those listening and for listening to this now, listening to this later, NFTopia is a free to attend event. You do not need to pay any money. You do not need to own anything. All you need is to sign up and sign up for your reservation, RSVP. I'm trying to say at the Weebly site, and that site again is nftopia.weebly.com to set up your RSVP. And we'll be mentioning again later, so don't worry if you didn't scribble that down really fast. You mentioned joining the camping out in the venue. What about visiting the venue before it opens? Is there anything set up now for us that we can kind of check out?
And Consumer Break still not hear us?
Well,
I just brought him back up.
sorry, I think it's a Twitter bug. You keep muting out, and then I have to leave and come back.
Oh,
But I do hear you. I do hear you now.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
So the booths are all taken out of the space right now, but you are able to enter, so you can check it out and get into the welcome area and see the halls. But there's no booths in there right now. They're going to be populated tomorrow before the official events start on Friday morning. And as soon as that happens, they'll all be there at once. All 80 of them. They should be all updated and ready to go. We're going to check everything tomorrow and make sure they are. And the events are all posted in the pinned at the top right of the whole space, so you can check all that out once you get in there and see what all's happening.
Yeah, and if you can't see it, I'll also have it posted on the website and on our Twitter.
Awesome. Breakman, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. All right. Cool. Maybe it'll work now. So I think my next question, that's all I've got right now for those questions. My next question is going to be kind of about prepping for the event. And if you're listening below and you have questions, I'm going to pause in a moment to ask a couple questions, kind of in the midpoint break before we go back to our interview. And there will be you can come up and ask questions at the end of the interview portion. We have allotted a little bit extra time in case you have questions. I still want to, I don't want to hear it drone on for too long, right? Now you had mentioned you have the access to the Wax Fam, Breakman, that it's easy to reach out to people and getting stuff going. So what I'm hearing is it was kind of easy to, or not easy, but it was not too difficult to coordinate setting everything up. Would you agree?
I would agree because of how easy it is to communicate with a lot of the projects, and I just already have the relationship with a lot of them because I've collaborated with 60 plus projects, and then also our past events, so that's a big deal. But as far as organizing everything, it's kind of like a real life live event. If you've ever known of an event coordinator and such, getting a lot of people together to do things, it's still going to take a lot of effort. It's still required following up to 80 people 3 times and getting the info from them and all that. But the fact is we can just do it. It's mostly all Discord DMs, and we kind of know each other at least a little bit beforehand. Although there are some new faces too, so also met some new people. But we use Discord. It works really well. There's only a small handful that don't use it, and then we'll still do email for them. But the rest are all right in our server, and we have a private channel for everybody. So anytime anybody has questions or we need to get something to them, we just put it right there, and that works out really well.
All right.
I love dogs. Sorry, guys.
Oh, all good, Waffles. All right, so if anyone has any questions about what we've talked about so far, about NFTopia, setting up, getting the venue, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll bring you up. I'll pause here for a moment, see if we have anybody. And if not, my next topic is going to be all about NFTopia School, which I don't think I got to go into as much detail last NFTopia. So Drawn, let me, I don't see any hands going up, so let's continue. Drawn, NFTopia School, what is it?
So basically, well, let me give you a bit of history. So I set up the school when Digicon was still a thing. And I brought it over to NFTopia. I asked the guys, I said, do you want to continue doing this? And they said, yeah. Because at the time it was just an idea. I'd only really run it once or twice. And the ultimate goal is to ensure that novice and advanced creators as well are not missing the opportunity that NFTopia provides, right? As a creator now, I only ever do my AAA drops at an NFTopia because I know I'm going to get the extra footfall, I'm going to get the extra eyes on the project that I just don't have. And, you know, everybody needs to be exploiting that. Otherwise, it'll just be me talking about my project all the time. People will get bored and end up hating me. So it starts from working backwards. So the ultimate goal of the school, the ultimate goal of anyone, exhibiting at NFTopia, a creator, is however they're doing it, is to end up getting an NFT into a new holder's wallet or an existing holder's wallet. And you can do that in a variety of ways, and we discussed that. It's a bit of a juggling act for me because I try and keep it I try and keep the language accessible enough for noobs, but at the same time I don't want to put off advanced creators because there's a lot of stuff that advanced creators can learn as well, because some of the advanced creators that we have on the chain still don't do the basics. You know, we like to chat about best practice. We use examples, good and bad. So I'm always looking for good and bad examples of stuff that are doing people that are doing stuff, whether it be drops, whether it be marketing, you know, and most importantly, and Waffles Kitty knows about this now, it's about teaching people to just stop and think before they try and implement something. Just take that time, and it consists of, like, at the minute, in its current guise, we do live sessions. I do a presentation on a set of topics. We get others on board. Aesthetic Montes here, he did a brilliant presentation on branding, of how he's done the Simeon branding. It was just absolutely phenomenal. You know, we all learned stuff from that. And then Consumer Break runs a roundtable, which is sort of like the icing on the cake, because then we bring everybody in who might not want to present. But we get so many different opinions, because when I do my presentation at the start, I've got a big DYOR, because I always say to people, this is what works for me, right? I've tried to make it as relevant to everybody as I can, but you've got to take it as what it is. You've got to go off and do your own research now. Come and speak to me, speak to other creators, find out, you know, what's going on. And yeah, at the minute, 3-week format, it's easy to attend or watch back. And again, it's free. We're doing it for free because we're everybody who's involved at NFTopia is just passionate about the blockchain and the potential it has to sort of, like, you know, create brands and succeed in the Web3 space. Lecture over.
You led right into, like, my next question. I was going to ask, are these NFTopia specific lessons, or is this be something that you can utilize outside of NFTopia? It sounds like, do your own research. This works for me, but these aren't skills that are only for NFTopia. You could use them elsewhere. 100%. Is that correct?
So what I always like to do is fly above stuff, right? So actually, the learning from NFTopia, I'm not doing stuff that I learned in Web3. I'm using marketing basics when I'm doing Drawn Company. I'm concentrating on brand. I'm looking at the, you know, the community. So everything is founded outside of Web3, to be honest, and it's just applied to Web3, because I know people like to think that Web3 is different, but it's not really at its core. You just have to know what works in the different spaces, and we try and cover it all. We do a wide range of subjects. Yeah.
We went through subjects of things like marketing, basic marketing, how to use Twitter, how to connect with your audience and your community, and also some NFTopia specific also slide design, drop strategies, swag strategies, all sorts of things. We've had 3 sessions leading up to each event, this time and last time. So there's 6 episodes total, and they're on YouTube. It's better for new creators for sure. If you're a new creator, you really learn a lot there, and that's said by some people that went. Shout outs to Fifth Spatial down below too, who really put it to use and made his slides and everything based on what we said. It was awesome. And then yeah, we start with a presentation with Drawn Company. He goes over the topics. We do a round table with whoever's there. The creators that are there can share how they do things with their community and their collection. And then also last time we did have a couple presenters from outside, like Aesthetic Monte and Waffles Kitty, and we're going to try to do more of that. So every session that every NFTopia we do, we're going to lead up to it and do 3 sessions, the Saturdays leading up to it, and invite other creators too to come bring their knowledge. And it's all about spreading that knowledge. And every time that Web3 changes in the 3 months that it does, we'll kind of cover new tips, new tricks as we do it, and then we'll keep adding it to the library too. So every episode will keep going on YouTube, and we're going to start to have some cut bite-sized versions soon later this year, and you'll get all these different marketing tidbits and different things, Web3 oriented, definitely wax oriented, but all around the whole subject.
I was gonna ask. I know, like, NFTopia is almost here. If I wanted to participate in one of the live school sessions, am I too late for that? Did I miss
No,
those?
not at all. As Breakman just said there, we've uploaded them as they are, and the great thing that we're learning is because we've uploaded NFTopia 2, there's topics that we didn't do as in depth this time that we can then point people towards. And all I'll say is, at the minute, as you might be full aware, me and Consumer can talk for England, right? We just talk and talk and talk and talk. So what I've said to Consumer is exactly what he said there. Do you know what? We've got some absolutely really great stuff there. So at the minute, the videos are 2 hours long. We might only end up with 5 minutes of gems, but boy, are we going to have 5 minutes of gems, and it'll all be searchable, the content on YouTube as well. So it's going to be great, and it's all about, for me, coming to the end point of and I said this to Consumer Break this week. Look, we've covered this before. I'm just looking at that, and actually, it's really good. So we can splice that bit with that bit, and you've got a 5-minute video, and that's what people want. So again, it's all about sort of like learning as we go, and just being adaptable. And creating something that's really useful. That's what I'm passionate about. I love it when people come to me and say, "Do you know what? I actually learned something." That makes it all worthwhile. Yeah.
Yeah, but to directly answer that, no. As far as for this round, we had our 3 sessions in the past 3 weeks, and the next live sessions will be in the next NFTopia. But you can catch up on all the stuff on YouTube though.
Awesome. I had no idea that these were saved on YouTube. I thought it was a special attendance event. And these are all free too, right? This is all free sign up, just like NFTopia
100%.
itself.
Yeah, we do it inside the space in the welcome area, but it's live streamed on Twitch. So, and that's what goes on YouTube. Same thing with the presentation. So whatever they
And the
showed on the
really
screen.
good thing for me, when I originally dreamt of NFTopia School, I wanted it to be interactive. And Waffles Kitty on the 3rd week at the minute is doing like a safari. So she actually takes us around the venue and shows us how to use all the different things, which is the best way to learn. Because again, I'm still learning stuff that I wish I knew at the first NFTopia I attended. And it's that sort of like, it's that interaction that does that. It's amazing, and it's just going to get better.
All right, so this will be the last question kind of about the school, but or at least kind of directed directly to you, Drawn Company. Correct me if I'm wrong. NFTopia is not your first rodeo when it comes to conventions. If I remember correctly, did you participate in a pretty big convention last year while you were showcasing kind of wax and some of the collections from the blockchain?
So I successfully managed to get wax into Comic Con UK, which was really exciting. Oh my word! Hang on. Can you still hear me? Okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
we can hear you.
I was fiddling with my case, my AirPod case. So yeah, and it was it took a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you. It was over a 6-month period. But yeah, I managed to get a stand at Comic Con Birmingham, and we took, I think, about 10 creators with us, because at the time, I didn't know the diverse range of people that that I do now. Sorry, Broken's just heckling me via text. I've got to say, it wasn't just me that did it. It was Broken Dolls. We're sort of like a team with the Comic Con thing. But yeah, we successfully took the brand. We were there from Friday to Sunday. We actually did some sign-ups. And again, sorry to say it, we learned so much. We had a lot of good conversations with people. And the most important thing that spilled out from the experience was people don't really hate NFTs. Like there's a whole sort of stigma that if you're not in NFTs, then you really hate them, especially if you're in sort of like subculture and you're a collector. We didn't encounter any negativity at all. And actually, we found that once we started speaking to people, and we had several tools, we did some print, we had some trading cards. We just tried to streamline the sort of like make it as easy as it was for people to just look at what we were doing on the Wax blockchain. And the most beautiful thing was when I was putting my phone into someone's hand, they were actually seeing one of my packs open, and it wasn't until that they got the phone in their hand and they were pressing the button to open the pack that it became relatable. And as sort of like Consumer said earlier, we are going back to Comic Con this year. But if you're a creator and you want to know more about that, then you'll have to join us. And forgive me, I should know the time that we're on. Is it 6 p.m. UTC on Saturday? Waffles, sorry.
6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m.
UTC.
UTC.
Yeah.
Join us in the metaverse, because yeah, we've got a very special announcement to make that
At the main
at the main
stage.
stage.
They'll be talking about
And
that.
yeah, seriously, creators, I want you all there, and we'll have another fire festival because it's something to really get excited about.
This is really exciting. So if you didn't hear that, or maybe it was muffled, or you went through a tunnel, you need to come to NFTopia if you want to hear more about this new opportunity that might be rolling your way in the next coming months. So, all right, that's all I got for the school questions. Thank you so much, John.
Yeah, no, pleasure, absolute pleasure.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the event is live. Now, Breakman, you did a really good kind of going over the schedule, kind of covered all the questions I was going to ask about that. Let's talk about some of the individual, maybe a little bit more stuff we can get a little bit more detailed on. The first thing I want to ask about is the return of the swag booth giveaways. So will these be delivered through Bounty Block again? And what else do you want to share about the swag booth? What's new? Is there anything you're really excited for? Please give us the details.
Sure. Yeah, it actually worked really well last time with the bounty block, so we're definitely going to do that again. We already have a whole bunch of prizes donated. And then again, like last time, it's actually a different contest per collection, all in the same bounty block. It's a new roll, a new draw per collection that's listed. It'll all be described there on the bounty block, but you'll see a big list of the different collections. You'll see all the prizes that each are offering. A lot of them have like 100, 200 even. Some of them give stuff to everybody. That's real swag there. Stuff we all get. And then some just have 5, some 10. It's whatever it says. And every one of them, each collection will have a new re-roll in the bounty block. So you can win again and again and again. But then each contest is just one per person. So that way it's not just if you win one, then you're done. The more entries you have, the more chances you have to win on all the different ones. And we have ways to enter on the bounty block by all the social things from everybody, and then also NFT holdings. So those that are holding lots of NFTopia NFTs, like the pins and badges, things from the last conventions, There's different ones on the market. All of those will give you different entry options. And then also a new one this time. It'll be a whole nother separate bounty block called the VIP swag. That one will have not as many prizes, but some of the better ones out of the pile. And you can only enter that one with the NFTs and not with any of the other entries. So if you're holding NFTs from the collection, you can enter both of them using that way. And we're still, at this point, we're still accepting the swag, but pretty much the cutoff is now. If there's any projects listening that are part of it, now is your last chance. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of them, so it's all going to be compiled in the next day or two, and then we actually post it. So you'll be able to see everything at least by Friday, and the link will be accessible in the booth at the welcome area. The very first one, it says "Start Here." You'll see it there, and the instructions will be on that booth. The link will be right there, and that's where you'll do it.
Perfect. Answered every single question I was going to ask about the swag. Well done. Well done. My next topic, all right, badges. Last time we had two different types of badges. We had the achievement badge NFTs for doing different activities in the convention, and then there was Nuvo badges and points. Do you want to share a little bit more about the Nuvo, or about the different badges, excuse me?
Sure thing. Yeah, let me take that one too. The Nuvo badges, we experimented last time for the first time. We had every single booth, or most of them, had a special QR code link in the booth, in the slides, and you had to go find them all and scan them, and that would add points to your Nuvo badge, which is a separate account. It's on the Nuvo website. It's one of our hall sponsors. And then if you get the badge on their website and you add points to it, and you can upgrade to at different levels, then at the end of the weekend, that all gets converted into wax badges, and we'll airdrop you the badges based on what you earned. So it's not wax badges while you're doing it and you're getting the points, but based on how many points you get at the end of the weekend, you'll get wax badges. This time we're doing the same thing again. We're bringing them back. We have Nuvo Hall again. It will not be 70 some odd codes you have to find. That was a whole lot of effort, but shouts to everybody that got over 70, 80, 90, or even all 100 points. That was crazy. This time it's only 25 points, and it's just in the booths that bought that special add-on. It was a sold add-on. And those will all be listed on a booth up front, so you can see which ones have it, and you just go to which ones they are. And we even have an event, the Nuvo Code Hunt, where I'm going to be on stream going and looking at all of them. But if you go and do that, and you get your Nuvo account, and you scan the badges, or you click the links, you'll add points to your badge, and that'll be the same thing. 5 levels, 5 badges you can get afterward, which are non-transferable and will have future utility. Then the achievement badges, again, we're bringing them all back. The same deal. It's a little different. It's the same badges, but instead of using the inverse statistics for some of them, we're going to use Twitter for all of it. And the instructions will be right there, again, in the welcome area booths for the badges. You'll have different tasks to do. For the fishing, you'll have to take screenshots of your fish and tweet them. And then dancing, same thing, and different other ones too. Collecting stars. The metaverse dwellers, you have to take tweet screenshots of you being at 4 different live events, and a few more. There's a scavenger hunt, so there'll be 8 tasks. Again, screenshots on Twitter. We're just going to load up Twitter with the metaverse and the hashtags, and just get the party going. Tell everyone about NFTopia and all the cool stuff you're doing. And then at the end of the weekend, you'll be airdropped the badges if you completed those tasks. And these badges are all made by different artists. Once again, just like last time, each one is by a wax artist, and they are attributed on the attributes. But that way we get a nice, fresh art style for every one of them. That's just the way that they do it. None of them have been released yet. Some of them are even still being finalized, but they'll all be announced and released here this weekend and be put into the booth. And that also includes a proof of attendance as well. So in that case, you would just fill out the bounty block, that swag one, and you would get a proof of attendance NFT also as one of the badges. You want to add more, Waffles?
So we have the scavenger hunt badges, and then we also have badges for participating in our talent show too.
That's right. For the talent show, we have trophy badges. That artist was Goparel, and we got trophies for first, second, and third from the judges and the audience, as well as participation. So that's even a new thing as well.
Let me zero in on this talent show for a second. This is a live talent show that you mentioned. It's going to be in the evenings on Friday and Saturday, right?
That's right. It'll be
All
in
right.
the party room. It'll be we'll do it similar like we did last time. How we got them on. It's just you just have to be live, and the participants will be on cam. I believe they'll all be on cam. If not, it'll be the voice, and they'll be performing live. They'll get a 15-minute slot, 10-minute slot. We'll get them changed out. Everyone can watch their performance. They'll have a backing track by using screen share. So if they need a backing track, all they do is screen share with me, and then I push everything out to the stream, so you can watch everything on the live stream on the Twitch. It's more fun for people inside, but we definitely have also seen that in the past two events, there's a lot more viewers in the Twitch than there are in the space, and it's awesome that it's possible to tune in that way, even if you can't make it or something. So you can just watch that way. Including all the AMAs and all the shows.
Okay, awesome. Now, what are you going to make people do? That's like really what I want to
We
ask.
want to
Like
ask
Waffles,
that.
like,
That's why I have a form collecting it. But we do have a preview. He mentioned we have a guitarist, we have singers. What else?
I'm not making them do anything. They just need to perform a talent. So most people consider a talent singing. Like America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent. So it could be anything. If you're talented, if you can make some music with your armpits, like Bloody Zealous was suggesting. No, we have some singers, we have some guitar players, we have a magic show from Life with Sasha. We have a motivational speech from Mohammed Mohsen, who's down there. He signed up, and I think that's about it. So mostly singing. It's gonna be a blast. Everybody, hope you all tune in. We got something like 8 contestants
I
doing
wonder if everybody remembers my the live stream that I had with BD, where I had to have a spoon, and I was balancing stuff on the spoon on the stream.
That's a talent.
I remember that one. Awesome. Well, I'm excited for this. You mentioned that there is going to be a panel of judges. Do you want to give, but you hadn't released it yet. Are there any hints that you might want to give about who could be these judges that will be,
Just some familiar wax names, maybe some parts of the staff. It's not really totally decided yet. It'll be somebody in the space in the area though. Maybe some streamers.
Yeah, but if anyone is interested,
awesome.
like
You want to be a judge, Tommy?
Oh, I don't know if I could do all that.
I mean, the point of the talent show is, yeah, you have prizes and stuff, but I think the main point is just to have fun, just like what we had last time. So
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
no
right.
sweat about it,
We'll have prizes of. We actually have prizes of cash too. Wanted to even not be NFT exclusive. Some cash, some wax, and NFTs as prizes, but none of that's announced. It's really just as incentive to get participation and to have fun and make it more exciting when we announce the winners and for the voting. But all that, there'll still be some more things announced over the next few days and while we're going through, because we're still also prepping really hard to get there.
This sounds like really, really fun. And so like the next, like obviously that leads me into my next things, like the game show Devil's Advocate with Blue Dragon. I've been watching those the last couple of weeks, and it was a surprise to me that he was going to be attending the next episode this month live at NFTopia. Do you want to share a little bit about how that kind of came about?
Yeah, sure. Well, it was on him. First of all, he's only had 2 episodes before, and Waffle Skitty was on last month, so that was a very entertaining show. You can watch that on YouTube too if you look that up. It was on him to schedule it at the end of the month. That's what he wanted. He wanted to do these shows once a month, and it's the last Sunday of the month, and so this happened to be. NFTopia, actually, he asked me to be the contestant before he considered that it was the same weekend. So the fact that he asked me to be the contestant for July, which was the last Sunday of the month, which was NFTs. I was like, well, you have to do it there, my guy, if you want me on. And so he was open to that. And I was like, we can make it work. We can do it like live, like some of the other shows, and you would still stream, and we would all just be inside the space, and we'll make it an event as part of it. And BD was all about it, so we let it be. And he's got a large booth as well in the hall with us. That's where we're going to hang out and do it.
I'm really excited to hear how you guys defend some of these arguments. I know that the last show, I think it was Waffles and one other person, I forget who they were, came prepared, really prepared to make their arguments. And it was so much fun
it was
to
from
watch.
Will and
Yes.
Crypto. Yeah.
You guys did fantastic. So we do know the topics ahead of time. I've been too swamped to think about it, so I'm not too sure how I'm gonna go about my debate. We'll just have to see when we get there. But yeah, we have weird topics, and we need to defend them debate style, timed, and then oppose each other. Also, it was and it's all just fun, just funny, entertaining. Last time it was very, very funny the way you guys did it. I don't know if we can live up to the way Waffles Kitty and Apple did theirs. That was
No,
nice.
Apple was way
We'll
more
have to see.
prepared than me.
We'll have to find out how it goes. I'm sure that Priscilla and Brick Society will become prepped and hard too, so it'll be awesome.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I've watched the last two of those, and I really like having to argue those like unpopular opinions. It's just interesting to me. I'm really excited for that at the end of on Sunday. Let me ask about these the collab blend. Last time we had potions. I think it was 20 different. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong on the number. I think it was 20 different potions that you could collab. Was it 20 or 40?
Yeah, 40. No, that's
Yeah, okay,
it was
all right.
20. 40 is a
dreaming.
big blend.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
gigantic blend.
20 is a big blend too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we started it with the very first one in January. The idea just came about. We did jigsaw puzzle pieces then, and we had 18 then. And basically each participating project drops an NFT in their collection. They're selling it, and they're keeping all sales as well. And then they put it in their booth, and they drop hourly actually. Which we started last time, but it went really well. So every hour will be one of your drops, and that's the drop links will be right there in the schedule with the event, and we all just do it live during the events and watch it, and it's cool. So in January, the theme was jigsaw pieces, and then if everybody collects all the pieces, they can blend them into a legendary NFT from our collection. So it was the Puzzle Wizard in January, and then in April we had Magic Potions, and they all blended together to get a Magic Scepter. And these arts, basically, in the past two that we did, we had like a standard art, and then these projects can just put their logo on the standard art, or they can make their own. So that's a whole part of the collab spirit to do it that way, and just have them make their own piece, and then it all blends into one, and it's a fun time. And then for some utility, what we have is there's a password in the unlockable attribute for a metaverse item, so that's fun. We did that in the past 2 times. And then like all the other NFTs and things, our utility will be giveaway entries, and we also want to start a waxed out farm by the next convention, by NFW 4. We'll have a waxed out farm with the new non-custodial where you can earn wax, and that wax is a portion from the profits from the convention. So we're actually taking 20% of all profits every convention to go back to conventions, whether it's the farm or prizes or other things. And then so for this time, the collab land is a treasure map. The idea has been in the works longer than the past 2 times. So we've been at this for weeks now, and it was actually inspired by a collab that we did with the Online Inn a year ago, just about a year ago. The Online Inn and 7 other collections or something like that, or maybe it was 10 total. No, it was 9 total collections. We collaborated and did this map thing where we each designed our own map piece, like think of it like a treasure map. And then that broke it up into the pieces, and we designed them, and then that is your blend, and then your finished map is all the pieces together. You see them all together, but each piece is arted up differently. So that was a really fun idea. We did that with Online In and Kingsbury NFT and others. And Kingsbury NFT, who's Dangus from the community, he's the one that made the blank map too last time. So I asked him if he wanted to do it this time. This is going to be like the sequel, and he obliged and made an awesome blank map for us. And then with that, we broke it up into 20 pieces, and we have again 20 collections dropping their own map piece. Some of them are already scheduled. You might start seeing them, and they're all arted up in their own way to match. And then our legendary treasure map will blend on Sunday. That'll include all 20 of them together, and it's just they did a fantastic job. We have all 20 pieces, and it looks really, really beautiful to see it all together. The utility for this one, again, it's a metaverse item. You'll have a password to the pirate hat. That's fitting. And then also we're adding something new. So this is cool. This is a treasure chest. If you have the treasure map, then you know how to get to the treasure, right? So with that, you will get an airdrop of a treasure chest on the end of Sunday. If you blend your map on mid-Sunday, then Sunday night you'll get an airdrop of a treasure chest. And then also map holders can access a drop for the treasure chest. And what is that chest? It's going to be a pack with, again, beautiful art. Tony Tripp came through, pulled through, and gave us a beautiful art for the actual chest. And it'll be a pre-minted pack of some of the best swag that we have. So some of the most high-value stuff that we got donated will go in there. And so there's actually 3 different places where you're getting freebies directly from NFTopia. You got your swag bounty block, your VIP swag, and then now the treasure chest, which you have to have your map for. So that's what's going on this time, and super stoked to share it with everyone, because just the art itself turned out some of the best. I think absolutely the best collab, but some of the best collab in general and art in general for 20 collections to come together and do this. I think it worked out great.
Good, Sorry, I just want to make sure I wasn't talking over you. All right, that's really exciting. I think the treasure chest is a really nice touch. I'm excited for that too. But this will be okay. So I have one more question here, and then we're going to pause again. If there's any questions from the audience, we'll take 2 or 3 if anybody has them. You go ahead and raise your hands now. If you have any questions about what we've talked about so far, please go ahead and raise your hand and ask it. While people might be raising their hands, the last one I want to ask about was the scavenger hunt. This is the second scavenger hunt, and I was going to say, I think you kind of mentioned, take a picture of you doing like a fishing kind of, or anything else. Is there any other like pieces that we'll need to collect that are not necessarily going to be tweeted out as proof of us capturing them for the scavenger hunt? Like anything maybe hidden within the metaverse?
That's a good thought, good suggestion there. But no, this is be similar like last time. There'll be 8 different tasks like selfies at booths and different actions, and you'll just have to tweet them out.
Yeah, we'll collect all the tweet links into an activities form, and then gather all the winners and select them from there. But actually, sorry, there are some things that you can collect, not from us, but from creators and exhibitors and influencers and people attending the event. Like we mentioned, like Senor Lupe and a bunch of other people, they have their own collab NFTs that are exclusive to the event. So that's something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, and just events in general and tasks and scavenger hunts of their own. You never know. But the ones that do complete our scavenger hunt, they'll get that badge. Again, this was made by an artist, a separate artist. And then also to the generosity of Stuck at 6 p.m., there'll also be prizes from the tag collection and some other things. So you get numerous things for completing the scavenger hunt.
Where can attendees view the scavenger hunt within the metaverse, or within the convention, excuse me?
It'll be on a booth in the welcome area. So as soon as you walk in and you walk past the sign, that's where your how-tos will be, including all the badges, the Nouveau badges, the swag, the scavenger hunt, the drops booth, and also a map of the place this time. So there'll be the floor plan right there on a booth to try to navigate yourself.
Awesome. All right. Are there any questions from anyone below here, or will we go ahead and continue and we'll wrap up the interview? At the end of the interview, I'm going to open it up for everyone, and I would like to especially invite anyone below who is attending as a booth holder to maybe come up and share what hall you're in, where to find you, and maybe one cool fact about your booth, but that'll be after the interview. So questions about anything so far, go ahead and raise your hands.
Nice. And what special offerings you have, or any events that you may have. Come on up and tell us about it.
Exactly. All right, I think everyone's waiting until the end. Let's go into the last, this is the final stretch on my interview questions. Real simple. This can be, I think, probably towards maybe Waffles or Breakman, or John, if you have some input as well. What is next for NFTopia 3? I know we haven't gotten NFTopia now, but what's next after this? What are the plans after this event?
So we were trying to think, when would the next NFTopia be? NFTopia 4, we were thinking, should we get in line with Halloween, or should we do end of the year bash? So that's kind of a little bit up in the air. So so we're still talking about it, but we also want to open it up to the community as well.
Yeah, we had kind of decided mid-November might be the best bet, considering holidays and such, but it also could be a little later. It could be at end of the year towards December. There's also a lot that has gone into this one, more so I'd say than the past two. We really dug down, and we'll definitely keep doing that. We just don't know exactly when it'll come back. But we do want to do it this year, though. We want to do 4 a year, so you can expect it November or December.
Yeah, man, and I think what the recent sort of like uplift has taught us is just how fast the space can move. So like we just have to be adaptable, don't we, to changing conditions, and we just have to look for opportunities, I think, moving forward. I was given the crying emoji there. Sorry, I wasn't after the crying emoji. I was after the heart, and I hit it twice.
Nice.
It was like,
but I'll say about N4, I'd say stay tuned through the weekend and the following week or two, and then the announcements will start coming in, and as we start deciding and whatnot, you'll be getting those announcements. And for those out there, those projects out there, those booth owners that maybe you want to get in there early and secure something good. I know that the AMA spots, they sell out really quick. Same thing with these collab pieces. It's kind of first come, first serve. And in between the time that we announce it publicly and the time that I go and DM 100 people, which will give some time there, but that'd be the time that maybe you want to just keep an eye out. And if you want to make sure you secure a good AMA spot and the piece, just keep an eye out on the packages. We don't know what the packages will be. That may very well change between now and then. It all depends on the feedback. So you just have to keep out on the announcements, and then when you hear about them and it's for you, go ahead and get on it. Or else I may message you and you can try that.
All right, perfect. All right, so next question. Where can I find, not just this weekend, or sorry, yeah, this weekend, where should I be looking on social media for all the live updates going on with NFTopia, and where can I look after? Where's the best place to learn more?
Twitter and Discord, that's our two big ones. Public facing, definitely Twitter. You're going to see a ton of it this weekend, all the different screenshots and everything tweeted. And then in Discord, some of the more intimate community and details, the announcements and things are there. It'll all be going on there. Also, there's an email newsletter. So if you want to tune in that way, that's a lot more periodic, but you'll get updates there too.
And just go on.
There's some more socials. I mean, we have a Twitch and the YouTube if you want to keep up to those. It's not communication, but we have the content all over the place for that too.
Perfect. And everyone remember, it is the NFTopia on Twitter, not NFTopia. Don't make that mistake. I've made that mistake. And if you would like to sign up for the newsletter, that's, again, same place, I believe, as the RSVP, nftopia.weebly.com. Awesome. This will be like the last question. This is for each of you. We'll go John, then Consumer Break, and then Waffles. where is the best way to follow you guys personally outside of the event? Drawn.
So yeah, confusingly, massive marketing error. I am Drawn Company, but I'm at Funny NFT Guy on Twitter. And if you go to our Twitter, you can find links to the website, which is pretty cool, and our awesome Discord as well. So you can come and join 520 collectors in there.
Nice.
Everything?
Yeah, Consumer Break Twitter is a great place to go. Please follow the Twitch to follow all the updates. ConsumerBreak.com is where the central hub is with all the links, and also the app download links in our Discord there. Same thing, Discord for our community. And to download the app, free for App Store and Google Play, and we have collab puzzle games there regularly, and we actually have one ongoing right now. We have a weekly puzzle game where you can win wax and cash that's sponsored by Goo Balls. We have a Waffles Kitty collab puzzle game happening this weekend, and right now there's a puzzle there for NFTopia where you can earn a pin just for playing and can enter to win $20. So there's all sorts of stuff in the app and prizes and content there. Just give it a shot. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter and the Twitch.
And for me, same thing with the NFTopia. Follow me at the Waffles Kitty. You'll see me there. You can also find my link tree, linktr.ee/Waffles Kitty, and that's where you can find all my links.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. This has been not only just a high-level overview of the event and all the excitement, but also a lot of good detail. Now, anyone below, here's our question. If you have a question about anything we've gone over before, or if you're a booth and you want to share what hall you're in, what your kind of special giveaways are, please raise your hand and I will bring you up to the stage to share about what you've got cooking for NFTopia. We'll give you a couple moments to go ahead and raise up. Let's see. I might call on people if nobody all rushes up. I know they're having some, because I see bricks in the space. Yep. I know they're going to be there we go. They're going to be participating in the Devil's Advocate bricks. Come on up. Welcome.
Also has a map piece.
Perfect.
Shout out to is Bricks here yet?
Yeah, he's coming up right now.
Shout out to Fifth Spatial below. You don't have to come up, but he attended our NFTopia school as a brand new wax creator. Learned a ton of stuff from our session, asked stuff, and then also I'd say went above and beyond, making drops, making giveaways, making his booth. Everything looks really good. And welcome to Wax.
Yeah, one of our latest booths is American Crypto Academy too. We also have the Crypto Witch. We have Goparel. Who else is in here? There's a couple people.
All right.
too.
Yeah, let's go in this order. Bricks, you came up first, so we'll go to you first. Derek, I saw you next. American Crypto, I'm bringing you up right now. You can go after Derek from GoParel.
Terra Mike with Jumbie. You can't escape.
Terra Mike. All right, Bricks, go ahead.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Thanks for bringing me up. If I start to sound robotic, please let me know. The area that I live in does not have the greatest of service.
You sound good.
Cool.
What hall you in? What can people see at your event? And then are you ready for your Devil's Advocate showing?
I believe I'm in the Nouveau Hall. I was actually moved. We did not get in time to get an AMA, but someone had to pull out for some reasons that I don't really know. I do feel bad for them that they had to lose their AMA, because we look at this as a really great opportunity for our community, not only just for us to grow in our server, but for us to connect with other projects. We will have a 20-minute AMA Sunday afternoon, I believe. We just finished the map piece collab. We actually collabed with Wax Apes on that. We will be doing a drop for our own community during the duration of NFTopia, so any new members are able to pick up one of our PFPs, one of our mini bricks. We will have tons of giveaways at our booth all weekend long. We're going to try to have someone there from open to close all 3 days. And if not, somebody will be there shortly. We'll be giving away everything from stickers to chips NFTs, which you can use to burn and use through our CPU rental site. The PFPs already have staking abilities. We have lots and lots and lots of cool things going on in Discord all the time.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I had no idea you were doing a collab with Wax Apes too. I do love me some Wax Apes Rave Club. All right. Very
Yeah,
cool.
I missed the drop for them, but picked a few up secondary.
Yeah, I was only able to get one, but I really do like the one I got. So it's definitely not getting shared. Thanks, Bricks. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing. I'm excited to see. I'm really excited to see the Devil's Advocate. That's what I'm most looking for. I won't lie. That's my favorite thing I think for the event this weekend.
Yeah,
That is
Thank you.
so much fun.
I look forward to the AMA with you too. That'll be a couple hours before that show, and then we'll be duking it out in the debate. So we'll see you there.
Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna throw down.
Verbally throw down. That's right.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming up, Bricks.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me throw it over to Derek and Goparel, sporting a Wax Wolf PFP. Derek, what you got going on this weekend?
Yo, what is up, everyone? We got a lot going on. Of course, we're going to be at NFTopia. Just being in the space, it's like reminiscent from back in the Digicon days. And wow, like this has come so far. And we've had so many amazing times. We just love participating and enjoying the event. This time it's going to be, we're going to have our Goparel booth as always, but we're promoting our Wax Wolves. For those that can see my profile picture, it's a Wax Wolf. Carly down there, she drew these all up. These are PFPs on NFT Hive. You can check out the Wax Wolves Twitter. I'm not going to start shilling a bunch, but that's what we're going to be promoting at the show here, NFTopia 3, and I'm very excited to be there.
We're glad to have you, and he'll be in Gooball Hall, where we have a number of other PFP projects. So we try to categorize the booth a little bit, somewhat by category, and so Gooball Hall includes some of your favorite PFP collections, and then Brick Society is in Nouveau Hall for the Sunday AMAs. That way we can go booth to booth.
Yeah, I should have had Carly come up here and talk, because she told me, she goes, it's the Goo Balls booth, and I'm like, all right, I'll remember to. She's the brains behind this whole operation. We'll just let that out right now. Just between us, this space right here. Whoops, it's recorded.
Well, we can have Carly's chat, or maybe give some give some a discussion over during the actual event live too. So I'm always glad to see you come up here, Derek. Thanks for participating in our Wax Wednesday. Is there anything else you want to mention before we move over to the next speaker?
No, I'm just happy to be here as always. Been here, gonna stay here. Love Wax. Keep rocking, everyone.
Thanks, Derek. We love having you here too. All right, let me hand the mic over to American Crypto Academy, and then we will go to, let's see who else can be, Terramike, and then Fifth Spatial. So Crypto Academy, Terramike, Fifth Spatial.
Hey, yo, happy Wednesday. This is Ivan, CMO at the American Crypto Academy. A lot of you may know me as BG Badger. I've been around Wax for a little while now, and a long-time attendee of since before the rebranding, but my first time with NFTopia, just out of sake of not having enough time, but very excited to be participating in NFTopia 3. Looking forward to many more after that. Shout out to Waffle Kitty. And So yeah, we'll be in our we'll actually be in the Bricks hall, and we have a booth there, and everyone can learn more about the American Crypto Academy and what we're up to. And in a short way, we don't have any collection per se on Wax yet, but we're blockchain agnostic, and I've personally been a fan a long time and still very active within the community. So definitely looking forward to exploring how I can bring some more to that besides just onboarding and always sharing about Wax. So thanks for allowing me to share. Do check out our booth. We are going to be giving away a physical copy of our CEO's book called Deep Crypto. Yes, it will be a physical copy that will mail to you. So if you do want to win, be able to share a mailing address, and we'll get a copy out to you. But it's a great book that talks about all about crypto in a very layman terms, easily understandable by any generation. So we wanted to spread some of that. But definitely looking forward to it and excited, as well as all the activities for anyone that hasn't attended on one of these conferences before, especially on the platform that it's made. It's very easy, it's browser based, and it's a lot of fun. It's as much fun as you put into it. There's a lot of activities, a lot to explore, a lot of games. So I strongly recommend it, if for nothing, just to check it out and see what virtual conferences are all about. And this is probably one of the best ones out there. It's so good that ETH Denver has used the platform before. I don't know if they used it this past conference, but that's the same platform that ETH Denver uses. So shout out to the guys over at Inverse for creating this amazing platform where we can do this together, and for NFTopia keeping us together, and all the founding members that have made it happen. So thanks for letting me share and speak, and again, looking forward to this weekend.
Well, thanks for coming up and sharing. Happy Wax Wednesday to you too. Let's hand it on over to Tara Mike.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Real quick, I put a little GIF in there of Ultimate Warrior in this thread about how excited I am for the NFTopia, and it's mainly because I'm an old school World of Warcraft player who spent a lot of time chilling in Orgrimmar, just hopping around, talking to people, and NFTopia feels very much like that. Like all the people there are kind of family members in some way. You've really done a great job of like bringing everyone together in this fun environment, and like it's very plur kind of community, like the rave community: peace, love, unity, respect. And that's pretty much why I'm excited. I don't really have anything else to add. I just wanted to thank you guys for all putting this event on every couple of months and giving us something all to look forward to and to work for. You know, we're already working towards something on the next NFTopia. So I hope everyone has a great time, and we'll see you there.
That's what I like to hear.
Yay.
Mike, I'm sorry, did I miss it? Did you share what hall you'll be in?
Oh, that's a great question. I think in the break hall.
They'll be in Bounty Block
Bounty Block?
Hall.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm sorry.
Among some other beautiful artworks. Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, and that's what we trying to get these some of these exhibitors to look at it this way. This is an event to create something special and and base it around the scheduling. So like Drawn Company definitely preaches that and does that with his collection. All your big name drops should happen on this weekend and geared around it so we can showcase it the best way we can.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tara Mike. Always thank you. Happy Wax Wednesday to you for all the support you always show every week. I think you're almost always the very first person in these spaces, and I appreciate that, seeing you every week. Thank you. All right. Fifth Spatial, and then Wax Melt Club.
Hi everyone, Fifth Spatial here, also known as might possibly over on the Hive blockchain. I'm a brand new creator here, a brand new collection. I've been working on my working solo for 6 months, and then in the beginning of June, when things were starting to come together, I stumbled upon NFTopia. I was very familiar with Digicon from before, and yeah, so it's just been. I'm a person that really love creating, but I suck at marketing. So I jumped on those school sessions, and I really want to give a big shout out to the NFTopia team for not just training stuff, but you know, the support and the helping get exposure and all of that. I'm starting from nothing, and it really feels like I'm getting somewhere. So yeah, and also a big shout out to Crackers83. He did a long interview with him today. So super cool that he's showed interest for what I'm doing. I will be over in the Hive Hall for the. Sorry, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather.
Oh, it's
so
okay.
today. Yeah. So our collection, my collection is sort of a sci-fi themed thing. Planning to do some cross blockchain stuff with over on Hive as well. Got all our information posted on our blog there. And yeah, just super excited for this upcoming weekend. We're doing our very first drop, super limited edition stuff. Also got physical cards and some sticker pack giveaways. So gonna be very exciting. Thanks very much for having me on.
Well, thanks for coming up, Fifth. It's great to hear, you know, that the NFTopia school was beneficial, and you learned a lot there. I'm excited to check it out when it's on the next one. I kind of want to go to a live one, and then I was also excited that you can. I just want to say it again. You can check out that schooling. Feel better. I know the weather's been changing. People are getting a little bit ill, but I hope you're all ready to go by this weekend. All right. Next, Wax Melt. If you've successfully come up, I think I've invited you up here like 6 times. Are you able to speak and share about what hall you'll be in for NFTopia?
Hello guys, happy Work Wednesday. Sorry my internet connection is so bad, but I'm trying to speak since I try several times and I feel interested about the NFT Topia on this weekend, but we are not able to participate, but because we are not launch our drop, we are still building our PFP collection on Workbox blockchain. Feel free to see and following our Twitter account, and we will prepare all about our drop.
You know, even if you're not presenting a booth, correct me if I'm wrong, everyone else, a consumer drawn, if you've got your own collection, maybe you don't have a booth, maybe it's not set up, but I would almost want to argue that showing up at NFTopia, participating, showing your face, getting out there is one great way to help get more information about your collection. Am I on base?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's the perfect event.
Yeah, I got more out of my initial digicons by doing networking. So like building relationships with other creators, because you'll find that you'll make relationships with people and you'll be connected to other people. You might meet someone who's not relevant or doing the same sort of stuff that you do, but the second they might know someone who is. So for me, yeah, 100%. If you're a creator, it's absolutely invaluable to go, even if you're not exhibiting.
And even if you have a booth, if you ride the hype train with us, don't stay at your booth the whole weekend. That social blocks are there for that. But if you come to all the events with us and ask questions and network and get to know all these people, that is how Wax. It works very well in Wax because creators like to help each other and collaborate and work together and build together. So that's how you get into things. And this type of event is exactly how the best way to find them. Right there live and in person, so to speak, with 80 booths around. So great opportunity for anybody that's new.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
all of those projects in one place as well. Sorry, to cut in there, but like you don't have that on the blockchain. You'll get to see lots of different art, but you need to see it in context. So that is a jewel as well. Sorry, wax melt.
It's okay. But yeah, I will attend on the NFT Topia 3 Metaverse to see, but I mean, our collection is not on the banner. Yeah, but I'm sure I will attend there with our friend with on work blockchain too, because we are uh, on here since to 2020. Yeah, that's it. Connection is important. Let's help each other and to the moon. Thanks for letting me speaking, guys.
Thanks for coming up and joining us, Wax Mel. And I'll see if maybe I'll run into you at NFTopia. I like to show up late because that's me. I'm not in UTC time, so I'll show up late. But maybe we'll run into each other. Maybe you can do some good networking here. All right, everybody. We're getting kind of close on time. I want to pause here and see if there's any last, maybe a couple of questions. Someone wants to ask a question or make a comment.
I see somebody replied on the Twitter thread just asking if there will be Hive projects participating this time. Not really Hive projects, although Fifth Spatial just said that he deals with Hive too. But we do have Hive blockchain themselves. The actual Hive blockchain is a large hall sponsor and have an AMA on Saturday. So that's really cool. Anybody that's into the Hive side of things, definitely try to get to that event.
Good catch, Breakman.
Hey, if I can jump in there real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Left House and his Board Pepe Wax Club that just sold out on wax, but not to shill him, but to say he can't speak right now, but I'm helping him out, and we will have a Board Pepe Wax Club booth in the Goo Balls Hall. And we're working on having some giveaways right into the booth, so definitely check out Left House and Board Pepe Wax Club at NFTopia this weekend. Sorry. Thanks.
Nope, thank you. All right, everybody, last call to raise your hand. Make sure there's spaces. Yep, there's 2 open slots. Last call to raise your hand if you got a question or you want to share if you're participating this weekend.
Emojis if we'll see you there. Let's see emojis if we'll see you there. There we go.
All right, everybody. I think that's it. That's our show today. Let's go ahead and wrap up the space. Let me give first off huge thank you, Waffles Kitty, Breakman, NFT Funny Guy, Drawn Company. Thank you for joining us today and dropping all of these knowledge bombs about this huge event we'll be looking forward to this weekend. If you are just tuning in right now as we're finishing, make sure that you RSVP and attend the live events planned this Friday through Sunday. You can RSVP at nftopia.weebly.com or just follow the NFTopia speaker right here in our channel. And as a reminder, you can follow our guests here on Twitter by joining the NFTopia Discord or their personal Discords. Or you know what? Why don't you visit the booth? We got the conference is this weekend. Just come to the conference and meet everybody. Let's hang out. Let's have a good time. Lastly, every week, all you who come out and join our Wax Wednesday shows, thank you for coming and joining. Thank you for being a part of the ecosystem. All of you who came up on stage and shared, special thank you to you. I know it can be a little bit intimidating to come up and speak in a public space. And then all of you down below who are just listening and putting up your emojis, thank you. I'm really excited. Is there I'll pause here for last words from Drawn, Consumer Break, and the NFTopia. Let's go with the ladies first. Waffles, any last words?
I will be announcing the panel lineup. You may have seen previews already, but I'll be adding that in the next couple minutes.
All right, awesome. And then Breakman, Any parting words?
Yeah, just make sure to check out the space and register if you haven't already. It's bit.ly/NFTopia3, and right there is the schedule of all the things too. So look at that, see what's going on, see what you can attend, and hope to see you there.
And last but definitely not least, Drawn Company, office manager from the beginning of the universe.
I purposely didn't shill today, but I'm going to shill now. So join us at 1900 hours UTC on our booth. We're doing a live AMA with Breakman, with Kitty, and we've got 2 AAAs back to back. It all kicks off at 7 p.m. with the Karen Burger drop, and then we come back 40 minutes later with Karen PFP action figures. So it's going to be an action-packed 45 minutes, people, and there might be some free stuff in it for you as well. But definitely come down, become part of the community, become part of our management team, and we'll see you at NFTopia.
All right, everybody. NFTopia kicks off this Friday, so be there or be square. Have a wonderful week, Waxians, Waxonians, Wax family. I'll see some of you this weekend. Maybe we'll see some of you in the talent contest. I'm looking forward to that.
Are you gonna sign up?
Have a great week. I don't think, no, I'm not going to sign up. No, I'm not that extroverted. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. That's our show. We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful Wax Wednesday. Bye.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Cheers, mates.